I think I'm a dumb fuck.
Why do you say that?
It's one of those days, nothing's working right, all my shit's going bad. I just feel like a dumb fuck.
Well, don't be so down on yourself, Max. It's not like you have a certification or anything.
I guess you're right. I'm not like a certified dumb fuck or anything. I like that. That would be a good song.
In fact, it's a great song, actually,
Really?
and it's by the very people that are sponsoring us.
Holy shit. That might be Shotgun Kitchen, right?
It would be Shotgun Kitchen.
Awesome. Yeah, they sponsored this show yet again for another week. Yeah, I guess opening up the show is their song magically named Certified Dumb Fuck off of their album White Trash Soul. Take it away, fellas.
I was acting like a punk, and you're right, I'm a certified dumb fuck. I'm a certified dumb fuck, and I guess that I fucked up, but that's what fuck-ups do, and they say goodbye to you and drink till they throw up, but I guess it's just the luck of a certified dumb fuck. Those were foolish things I did.
And welcome back once again, Dish Gods listeners, to another week of fantastic topics to talk about.
Hola, everybody.
Hola.
Quinceañera and hello, as they say in Bohemia.
Yeah, great. I think you used that wrong, but
I don't use any words wrong.
well, for those of you that are new to the show,
Oh, yeah.
that have just popped in, first time listening.
Peeked your little head in through our virtual door.
Yeah, you just met us through Twitter. I am Little Bear, and as always, I am accompanied with my best friend.
Shit.
Your shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, his name is now Shit.
It's a new character. Usually I'm Max, but I've got a new character I'm introducing. It's for a bit.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it pans out.
Okay. I'll do the bit later.
Okay.
I'll just sprinkle it and you tell me if you notice it.
All right. I think maybe we can make this work.
Keep your ears tuned. When you hear the bit, when you think you hear it, go on our Twitter and you can see the interactive poll that we have running on a live stream. It's a continuous loop. And just hit the button when you hear it and send a text to 1543 and enter in your number now for a special prize.
I like that. Maybe we can get something like that going.
Yeah, something. Yeah, this is Dish Gods, where we dish about anything and everything. And we are especially getting into the everything this week. Sad, little sullen news we got to talk about first. Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy passed away.
Another one gone.
Yep, another great comedian gone in a sad world where we could have used his comic genius to help brighten our days.
And he's just gone. Yeah, leukemia got the best of him.
Wow.
And the worst, I guess technically. Yeah, man, it's rough. I mean, he brought a lot of great shit to the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people know him from the Chappelle Show.
Yeah,
but he was also a great stand-up comedian.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some stand-up.
A lot of people don't give him the credit that is due to him for his, efforts and his. Oh Jesus, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Comedic abilities
on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, much like Carrie Fisher, I think he's somebody who will be appreciated after his time, which is fine.
Definitely.
I don't think it's a terrible thing. That's just how our world is.
Yeah, it's the old saying, you don't
know what you've got till it's gone.
Yeah. Thank you.
I've got you.
Thank you.
I'll be the Kobe to your Shaq.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It's just one great person after another. But it got me thinking. It's like it feels like a lot of celebrities are dying, but I think it's because we live in the first real age of celebrity, where all these big celebrities came up in the 80s and the 90s, and they reached the peak of their rarity around that time. And so our generation, yours and mine, we're sort of growing up with these huge mythical figures, Prince and Scott Weiland and all these guys. And now it's like, oh, everybody's dying left and right. It's like, well, that's just because this is the first time that this is the first generation of people that anybody gave a shit about collectively,
Right.
that are dying off. So if it feels like celebrities are dying left and right, don't feel bad, because literally celebrities have been dying every single day since the beginning of time.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I didn't really know how to word that. I think you hit that nail in the head there.
It's something I think about a lot.
Yeah, same.
Dead celebrities.
Well, that, and like how you said, it's the fact that people are always, oh my God, everyone's dying around us. It's like, dude, people die every day.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing new here. It's not groundbreaking.
Yeah, because back in like the 20s and the 30s, you had like 4 film stars for the whole world.
Yeah.
It was like Charlie Chaplin, Marilyn Monroe, John Kennedy, and Harrison Ford.
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, him too, I guess. And then it was like, that's like the 20s and the 30s. And so in like the, whenever, I'm probably saying all these dates wrong, but I don't care. You get the point.
I think you're about, you're jumping
I'm a
about
couple-
20 to 30 years back and forth.
I'm a couple eons off.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, but what the point still stands, back in the day.
How long is an eon, by the way?
In age's worth of time.
Yeah. I
would
mean, nobody
say.
really knows how long an eon is.
People just bandy it about. I'm trying to bring eons back, so watch out. I'm sprinkling it throughout the show. Yeah, it's just, because back in like the 50s, there were like 5 celebrities, and then like all of them died on a plane at one point. And then it was like, oh shit, I guess all our celebrities are dead. So then they got more and more and more. And then, people didn't really start dying en masse until the 90s, when heroin and all that shit was going on.
Yeah, that was a huge epidemic for a while.
And then there was a little bit of AIDS in the 80s. And then now, where everybody's just dying of old age and other things, of course, but mostly old age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The age of celebrity is one to be revered. But speaking of celebrities, I want to talk about that Thor trailer.
Dude, me too.
Goddamn.
Thor Ragnarok.
Goddamn, they kicked it out of the park.
Yeah,
Looks fantastic.
I thought they did an amazing job on the trailer, and
Yeah.
the whole dude, if the movie lives up to the expectation of the trailer, I'm totally down for it.
This is literally one of the first Marvel trailers that I've gone back and watched multiple times just because I enjoyed it. I didn't even do that with the Spider-Man trailer, and I get so fucking hard for Spider-Man.
He does, everyone.
But-
he really does. I mean, Jesus, dude, put it away.
Even now, I'm just like just saying his name. It's just like
he's getting a softie over here.
Yeah, but like the Spider-Man trailer, it was like, okay, there it is, whatever. I felt like it revealed a little too much, but the Thor trailer was perfect. It showed. Jesus, can we talk about? Okay, let's cut the Thor trailer for a second. Let's talk about loud cars.
Loud.
Can we just talk about that?
Like excessively loud cars?
Excessively loud. That was a block and a half away.
Yeah.
All of the windows in our studio are closed, and it still got picked up by the mics.
Really?
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
So hey guys, let's just invest in a muffler. Be considerate. Be
Mufflers are
kind.
for pussies.
You don't believe in mufflers?
Well, apparently he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Jesus, that was loud. That just threw off my flow.
Yeah, mine too. It was
This is how an indie podcast works, though. It's guerrilla, it's roots, it's from the streets, it's real. That's how you know it's real shit.
But I tell you what, at least our audio is good. At least we're clear and clean
Damn, we're throwing shade at everybody today.
today.
But I digress. Yeah, the Thor trailer looks great. And I have this issue now with a lot of trailers where it seems like they tell the whole plot of the movie, and there's multiple trailers. Do you remember back even 10 years ago, there would be one trailer for your movie?
Yeah.
I think the first Transformers movie, the very first one, starring Mr. Beef, which was, I could talk about the beef all day. The first Transformers movie had one trailer for it. I'm 90% sure. It was basically a Linkin Park music video, but it was one nonetheless. It was one trailer, and nowadays it's like, here's the trailer for the real. Here's the teaser trailer for the trailer, and then here's trailer 2, and here's trailer 3. It's
and then
like,
don't forget about the Red Band trailer now.
oh my god! But it's like people. I see in the comments, people will be like, "Yeah, this trailer didn't get me. I'll see how the next one is." It's like that's what this movie is. This trailer is just indicative of the movie. And I understand like TV spots when you have like a 2-minute trailer and then you have to have them like 15, 30 seconds for commercial breaks on television.
Right.
But you don't need to put out 3 2-minute trailers full of different footage from the movie. It's kind of like Star Wars The Force Awakens did it pretty well. They didn't give away too much and it was full of pretty shots. Mm-hmm. But I feel lately there's just giving so much away, and we don't need it. The Thor trailer, if this was the only trailer that came out for Ragnarok, I would be so fucking ready to see it. I will watch this trailer again and again and again and again and again until November.
I think you got it right, man. Film companies are, like you said, they're giving away too much of the film. And it's like it leaves nothing to the imagination anymore. You know, everyone's always, well, if I don't know what the film's about, then I don't want to go see it. It's like, well, that's the point of the trailer. It's supposed to entice you to go into the theater to make that decision for yourself after or during the film. You know, you need to be it's like, okay, if you didn't like it, and it's like a quarter way into the film and you're like, God, this is garbage. Get up, walk out, go see the manager and be like, yo, this movie's garbage. I want my money back. Yeah. You can do that. Don't wait until the movie's completely over and be like, that movie sucked. I want my money back. It's like, then why did you sit through an hour of it?
But plus, it's a Thor movie. You pretty much know what you're going to get. I had a buddy of mine who, he's really into Marvel. I was talking to him and I was like, yeah, what'd you think? He's like, you know what? I've come to peace with Marvel movies. It's going to be fun and entertaining. And that's it. And I was like, that's a really good attitude to have. Not really any expectations. You're just like, it's going to be fun. It's going to look cool. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly why I go and see most comic-based films. It's like you know the story already. Yeah. I mean, if you've been reading the comics, you know what's going to happen. Yeah. You know the characters. You know how they interact with each other. You're basically going to see how well of an adaptation they have done. Yeah. Bringing these characters to life.
There's one twist not really a twist, but there's one little thing I hope they throw in the new Thor movie.
What's that?
Beta Ray Bill.
Oh my boy. God, that boy.
Because originally,
that boy.
Here come that boy. Originally, Beta Ray Bill was the guy who fought Hulk in Planet Hulk. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Originally
in the comic book series.
Hey, that's cultural appropriation of nerds. Excuse you, sir. Pardon. How dare you?
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's just chill here. We're a public show for a public audience. We can't just be being racist and culturally appropriating left and right. Yeah. So continue, but proceed with caution. Excuse you.
Originally, Hulk fought the Silver Surfer.
On Planet Hulk?
Yes. In that arena that they were in. Oh, wait. Originally, in that arena that they were in, it was the Silver Surfer. In the comic series, on paper comics, it was the Silver Surfer.
That's really disappointing.
And then later on, in the animated adaptation,
it was Beta Ray Bill.
They brought in Beta Ray Bill.
Well, I think that there's apparently some Easter egg of him in Guardians of the Galaxy, which I looked up and I don't think it's real.
It's there.
I'm pretty sure the director said it's not Beta Ray Bill.
He can say that all he wants,
but he doesn't know.
The way that character looks and just everything about him screams Beta Ray Bill.
But this is like seeing the tone of the movie, how it's kind of in space and there's aliens and there's lasers and shit. It's the perfect way to introduce him.
Yeah,
and plus, I think Chris Hemsworth said that Infinity War Part 2 would be the last movie in his contract.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like he can sign on for more, but it's technically the last movie that he's supposed to do.
Yeah, that one, Hemsworth, and also I'm blanking on his name.
Robert Downey Jr., I think, too.
Captain America.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, all three of them are.
So they all might die.
They're up for either contract renewals or
they're getting out.
They're done.
I mean, because Robert Downey Jr. has been doing this for 10 plus years, I think.
Yeah, he's been
Easy.
Tony Stark for quite a while now.
I'm sure he wants to do something new. But, yeah, so I mean, if you could introduce Beta Ray Bill, give him some sort of minor supporting role, and then have him skedaddle, and he could either be in Infinity War or jump on afterwards and take up the mantle of Thor. That's the perfect way to do it.
I think that's the way.
That's how you get diehard Marvel fanboys.
Yeah, I would hope that they go that direction because, I mean, even in the trailer, it shows Thor's hammer getting destroyed. It's crushed into a million pieces. And if you haven't seen the trailer already, this isn't a spoiler. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, what are you doing with your life? Like, stop
listening right now.
Go ahead and pause our show and watch the trailer. It's so worth it.
Totally is.
Easy. It looks like the most fun Marvel movie I think ever.
They introduce so many new concepts.
Yeah, without giving too much away.
No.
They don't tell you who's who or what's what. It's just like, look at all this cool, crazy shit. There are so many beautiful shots in that trailer, too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, this is the first Marvel trailer where I've gone back to watch it and not analyze anything because there are just so many great moments in that trailer. It's not even about that comedic moment at the end. There are just so many, I hate to use this word, epic parts of that trailer.
Epic.
I think it's easily the best, at least trailer Marvel's ever put out.
I would have to agree.
Like I said, the Spider-Man Homecoming one didn't even get me up at all.
I've made it pretty clear to our listeners here. I'm a DC guy. Yeah. I like DC a lot. Mm-hmm. I prefer DC over Marvel. But when it comes to this trailer,
mm-hmm. It looks better. How do you feel as a DC fan about the Thor trailer versus the Justice League trailer? Which one looks better to you?
I would have to say the Thor, actually.
Because it just looks fun. It looks like it doesn't look like somebody's like, I'm making a superhero movie. It looks like somebody who's saying, I'm gonna make a superhero movie. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, the key difference here is one. In the Marvel universe, when they're talking about the movies, mm-hmm. it's an established thing. Thor, Iron Man, and the Hulk. All these characters. They've worked together. They've been with each other for a while now. Whereas in the DC world, they're kind of breaking out and they're coming out now again. They're saying, hey, like, don't we're here. But
forget
now
everything you know about DC movies for a moment.
Kind of. They're kind of like, hey, they're trying to make them seem.
The Batman you like? Forget that. We have a new one, and he's kind of worse.
Unfortunately, though, it's more Warner Brothers and not DC. Yeah. Like, Warner Brothers is like the production people behind the scenes. They're the ones that are altering and making these shitty changes where it's DC, like, on their comic and animated side, they're fucking killing it.
The animated Batman series is dope.
Yeah, they're doing an amazing job. And I mean, even like the animated Justice Leagues and all that stuff, like Justice League War, Justice League Doom, everything like that. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. The backstories, everything that they have in there is fantastic. Oh, fucking DC. But when it comes to the major difference for me between Marvel universe in the movies and DC movies
Yeah.
is that DC and Warner Brothers are relying too heavily on CGI
Definitely.
when it comes to creating either their villains or, just doing something. And Marvel, I mean, just look at like the teasers that they've put out for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah. That's CGI, but it looks beautiful.
A lot, yeah. I mean, it's CGI based, like for backgrounds and things like that. But the characters, like all the main people, they're all in practical effects. The makeup, everything that they're doing.
I'm just impressed
that's
that they
practical effects.
that they got Bradley Cooper in that raccoon costume. That seems like a tight
amazing.
squeeze.
How did they get him so small?
I know they really. It's like with Elijah Wood, how they had to like cut his legs off for the Lord of the Rings movies.
I don't think they did.
How did they get him to be so short then?
He's already that tiny.
He's not that short.
He's a small man.
He's like as tall as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's taller than me then.
Yeah, Elijah Wood's. I mean, maybe not as tall as me
Damn,
because I'm a little taller than you, but yeah, Elijah Wood's like around our height, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say he's about my height.
Yeah.
For listeners at home, I got a big voice, but I'm a small dude.
That's why it's big though, because you're short but you're bassy.
Yeah, I guess.
Man, and there's a plane. Man, this is the most guerrilla episodes of Dish Gods yet. We might as well have just recorded this one outside. Jesus.
Yeah, we might as well have. Let's go to the noisiest dive bar for the next episode.
Okay.
And let's just sit there and just record everyone else's conversations.
Yeah, we'll just hold mics in people's faces and see what they do. Yeah, but I mean, when it comes to DC and Marvel, you know what I say?
What's that?
I don't give a me.
There it is.
Because my name's shit.
There it is.
It would come back, paid my dues. It finally came back. But with that, we're going to go to a short commercial break. Thank you for sticking around. Huge thank you to Shotgun Kitchen for sponsoring the show yet again.
Thank you, Shotgun Kitchen.
Yeah, they've been sponsoring us for what seems like eons now.
Yeah. I mean, probably since like 1602 when like the Russian oligarchy was around.
I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, they are probably the best, generous, most kind folk band in a 1,000-mile radius that I can think of.
Hands down, dude.
I mean, not only is it great music, but they're all great people.
Fantastic people. I know almost all but like 2 people in the group personally.
And I'm sure those other 2 people are great. I've had the pleasure of meeting them on multiple occasions, and every time they just get better and better and better. So thank you, Shotgun Kitchen, for the use of your song Certified Dumb Fuck off your album White Trash Soul, which you can pick up on iHeartRadio, Reverb Nation, and YouTube.
Yeah, you can listen to it for free on YouTube.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about this band and see what they're about, hop on their Facebook page, facebook.com/Shotgun Kitchen. Give these guys a like, tell them we sent you. Maybe they'll send you some free shit. I'm not guaranteeing it, but you never know. Can't hurt to try.
So a big thank you to Shotgun Kitchen again for sponsoring this show and many more to come. Let's get back to the show here.
Things will work out fine between the USA and Russia. At the right time, everyone will come to their senses, and there will be lasting peace.
Okay.
Our president said that.
Wow.
He put out that tweet, totally unprompted, no context, just, hey guys, just don't worry about it. Right at the last minute, it's all gonna be cool. So just like, can you all get off my shit about this Russia shit? Seriously? I'm trying to do other stuff. Can you guys just back off?
I'm trying to bomb more Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah, like this
Get off
Russia,
my jock, everybody.
this Russia thing is literally like the lowest priority on the totem pole because it's just gonna be cool. It's all gonna work out. So just relax, America. Okay, I put out a tweet saying it's all gonna be chill. So why wouldn't you trust me?
Yeah, just trust me.
Yeah. So I just wanted to read that tweet, let it kind of hang, because there's no context for it. It was totally impromptu.
Yeah, just keep that. Let that kind of roll around in the back of your head while
hold
you
it in your heart.
listen to us.
Yeah, just kind of carry that.
Because maybe someone at home, listening, when that kind of rolls around, it's one of those things that when you forget something, so you don't think about it, and then like 20 minutes later, it just pops in your head, and you go, oh shit, that's what it is. So just keep that tweet in the back of your mind.
Yeah, just
while you listen to us.
Yeah, I do want to talk about something that really disgusted me. I saw it in the news. I was outraged. I even sent it to you.
Oh, was it?
It wasn't the chemical bombings. It wasn't the doctor and the little children.
No, I think I know what it is.
Do you?
It was this disgusting bacon scallop potatoes.
I mean, it wasn't really scalloped. Scalloped potatoes, I think, take a little bit more finesse.
Scalloped.
Yeah, that's what I said.
A scalloped.
A scallop.
A scallop.
Like a scalloped potato, a singular one, I think takes a lot more finesse than that. Because this was just like, here's potatoes, here's cheese, there you go. That's not scalloped potatoes.
Basically take a cast iron pan.
Oh my god.
And just like 3 packages of bacon, lay it out in a sunflower pattern.
Yeah, I guess.
And then
fill it with potatoes.
Julienne slice potatoes.
Yeah, then layered shredded cheese on that. More potatoes.
Layered
more
cheese.
More potatoes. More cheese. And then you fold up the bacon, creating a bacon cake, basically.
Pie. You're doing like a pie crust.
So it's like a pie crust made entirely out of bacon. The insides are cheese and potatoes. It's not scallop potatoes.
Bake it 350 for about 30 minutes.
And there
then
you go.
Pop it out of the cast iron and enjoy.
And
the problem
enjoy?
the problem is though, is that it's too much bacon.
It's too much bacon. It's too much cheese, and it's too much potatoes. It's too much of everything. It's got me thinking we've gone too far.
It's too much of not enough. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, it's 3 things. I think if you're gonna do this horrible thing, which I think it's like I had a heart attack just watching it. I think there should at least be a couple more things in there. We could throw, some cilantro, some scallions maybe.
Green onions for you uneducated fucks out there.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we could throw in a little bit more other than just fucking meat and potatoes and cheese.
I mean, honestly, to make that good, you would have to half the bacon.
Easily.
Half the amount of bacon.
A little bit less cheese.
Or do a variety of cheeses. Maybe throw in some pepper jack, have some mozzarella, a little Parmesan in there.
Well, mozzarella melts the best, so I think that would be
just
choice.
a little something adds that extra bite into there with the cheese. But, half the amount of bacon, keep the potatoes, switch up your cheese, add a little sour cream, salt, pepper, like you said,
spices.
Cilantro, add spices of your own, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
Throw some vegetables, some peppers. You don't like peppers, so you wouldn't be.
If they're baked or sautéed,
even
to
jalapenos?
like shit, like throw some yellow onions, jalapenos. God, what was I gonna say? Eggs. Dude, scramble up some eggs really quick and dump it in there, and then bake it
like a breakfast pie.
Yeah,
that would be.
Now
that's a good idea.
Now you're talking,
now it's
right?
Good. Now it's
good.
Now it turns into it. Takes it from like this unholy fucking mess and turns it into
a heart attack in a cast iron pan.
A smart, quick way to eat your breakfast. Imagine like a slice of breakfast pie.
Yeah,
it's not shepherd's pie. It's breakfast
potato pie.
Yeah, it's got potatoes. It's got cheese. It's got some of your greens and your other veggies and bacon, like a little sweet thing on top.
Right.
Some sour
and then,
cream.
Instead of doing like the bacon pie top, make your own like a crust or something.
Like a waffle, waffle crust.
Waffle
or
top.
A pancake crust.
I like that.
Oh,
now you're fucking talking.
We killed that.
Maybe we should start like a cooking podcast on the side.
Yeah.
Breakfast in the morning.
Breakfast in the morning with Dish Gods. We could start like a little video segment.
Yeah, I like that.
We go and your kitchen is a little bigger than mine, so we could go into your kitchen. We'll film a little cooking thing. We'll do like a 3-minute cooking podcast, and we'll just be like, hey guys, today we're gonna be making, flambézled eggs.
Very well. I've never heard of those, but I will try to make them.
It's an Irish technique.
That makes sense.
I learned it in my my days overseas.
Do I need to be like, half a bottle deep of Jameson first? in the morning, or
I'll drink enough for the two of us. I think one of us should at least be slightly sober
well,
for the
I mean,
kitchen.
you've made it clear to everyone I'm never sober. So
Yeah, but that's why I say slightly. Like I'll
Oh,
get
okay.
smashed. Because you handle your buzz way better than I do.
Speaking of, are you gonna finish your beer?
Yeah, I'm just nursing.
Oh, okay.
You can have some of it if you need to.
Oh, well, thank you.
If you
I'm
need
going to right now,
Um,
actually.
Yeah, it made me think about like because you see these cooking videos on Facebook all the time. I saw one that actually looked kind of good. It was fried grilled cheese balls. Oh no, what it was is you take grilled cheese and then you make like an orb out of it and you pour tomato soup in it and then you fry it up.
Ooh,
It sounds really good.
That sounds
a
little delicious.
I'm actually gonna try it.
Although it sounds good, but it sounds very dangerous at the same time.
Why dangerous?
Because you're taking grilled cheese and essentially
But you
making
don't grill it first.
no.
Okay.
Okay. So you're making you're making a grilled cheese, like the start of it.
Yeah.
You're making a pocket,
Yeah.
filling that
Then
with
you
tomato soup,
Close it up.
close it, and then you're deep frying this.
Yeah.
So now you have a pocket of a grilled cheese pocket with boiling tomato soup in the middle.
You let it cool. There's gonna be a peak temperature for it. It's gonna be the kind of thing that you make where
Tell that to the one guy that's just gonna bite right into that, and
he's
it's
gonna take it out and be like, "Oh, this looks good."
Oh,
and
this
then
looks delicious, and he's gonna bite into it, and it's gonna
Yeah.
explode.
have to get skin grafts on his
Yeah.
tongue. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where it's gonna be
Thanks, now this.
it's gonna be only good for like a 3-minute window, and then it's gonna be like too cold to eat.
Either
gonna
that,
just
or
be-
it's just gonna turn into a soggy mess. Like that tomato soup is just gonna soak through everything, and you're just gonna end up with like tomato soup with croutons on a plate.
That sounds good too. I mean, I'm a huge tomato soup guy.
But I gotta ask, since we're on the topic of food and deliciousness, what is Max's go-to breakfast of choice? Like, say you have nothing going on in the day, and you wanted to just go out. Like, you're not gonna make it.
Oh, I'm not making them. I'm going out.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do two things. You're gonna
Okay.
go out. You're whatever. You partied.
Yeah.
You're going out. You're getting breakfast. What does Max usually order?
Okay. If I'm going out, I'll usually get just like, depending on where I'm at, usually if I'm going out to get breakfast, I'll try to get some kind of breakfast burrito. I don't have a spot yet because I don't go out often. But if I have my choice, I get a breakfast burrito or some kind of egg dish, something with eggs. I think eggs are a great way to start the day. A lot of protein, keeps you going.
So you're a quiche or a frittata man?
No, not really. I'm not that fancy. Just give me something scrambled, maybe some bacon and some scallions. I'm good to go. But at home, that's where I shine. All of my girlfriends know I'm the king breakfast maker. Not girlfriends like I have currently, but just girlfriends that I've had in the past. I just want to clarify. I fucking kill breakfast. Breakfast is my shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get up. I love making breakfast for other people. Like I'll get up, I'll make eggs. I cook them real good. Sometimes I'll get them so like they got a little yolk kind of drizzling out a little bit.
Yeah, that's the best way.
And
Do a little
I'll
sunny side up.
cook up some peppers, and I'll kind of like cook them in the skillet, let them kind of roast a little bit. Throw in some scallions in the mix. Some
Dude, you and your
spices.
scallions. You're all about scallions.
Scallions
right
are
now.
the universal, like, onion, I guess. You can throw scallions in pretty much anything, and it's like they're the best version of onions that I've experienced because they're a little sweet and they got that spike to them that adds a little bit of, like, wow to your food. It's an easy wow factor. You throw it in your chili, you throw it in your soup. You can literally just cut up some scallions, throw it in anything, and it's good to go. But I would, I'll fry up the peppers and the scallions. Sometimes I'll throw a little bit of, not cheese in the skillet, but I make breakfast sandwiches. And sometimes some Chipotle mayonnaise or some other type of thing. Sometimes some ranch. I know how you feel about ranch.
Oh, you and your ranch.
Um,
You and your dad. Carl, what did you do to this man?
It all depends. Some spinach. I'll do like a bed of spinach, maybe some arugula, some
Yeah,
cilantro
that
if I'm
sounds good.
feeling like it. Maybe top it, and then a couple of tomatoes, and you toast the bread, of course, and you're ready to start your day. Maybe some veggie bacon, because veggie bacon's like my shit.
Ugh.
And you're ready to start your day. Like, I kill it on breakfast. So,
You had me all the way up until veggie bacon.
you can replace it with real bacon. I'm starting to come around to real bacon, but I'm not all the way there yet. I'm still
All right.
killing the veggie bacon. But yeah, what about you? What's your go-to breakfast?
Well, if I'm going out and I'm eating somewhere,
Yeah.
if I got time, like if I'm not rushed or anything, when it comes to breakfast, I will put that food away.
Really?
Like I am a bottomless pit when it comes to breakfast foods.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I've seen it.
It's like the hatch opens in my stomach and it goes right to my legs.
It's like when you sleep, your body digests all of the food you've eaten ever.
yeah.
And you wake up like it's the first day of your life. And you're like, oh, I gotta fill up. I've never eaten before.
Ever.
Yeah.
So when I go out, it's a toss up usually between pancakes, waffles, or
Steak?
some kind of steak and eggs. Dude, steak and eggs. Max has never heard of steak and eggs for breakfast apparently until
I don't.
one time I took him out for breakfast.
Yeah.
And he, like he said, he got a basic egg dish
Yeah.
or whatever, and I got steak and eggs. And he was like, steak for breakfast? Who does this?
Yeah.
I was like, you've never heard of steak and eggs?
I never have, and I don't go out to eat often. It's a pretty rough experience for me. But I was like, steak and eggs, that's kind of like intense. And you fucking packed it away and you were ready to go. And I was impressed. I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's, something along those lines. But if I have to be like a breakfast traditionalist here, pancakes all the way. And I'm talking, most places when they're like, we'll give you a stack of pancakes. You get like 3 pancakes and maybe like
3 is nothing.
yeah. What am
Even
I, a small child?
Yeah, even full-size pancakes, 3 is not enough.
3 is nothing.
4 at the very least. 4 is the perfect number
4 is
to
a
start.
minimum stack.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
talking, I will have like 4 or 5 4 stacks
Yeah.
with the side of eggs, extra toast, fucking potatoes, and extra bacon on the side.
Damn, dude.
And then I need like 3 goblets full of
Goblets.
maple syrup. I need a boysenberry syrup, coffee, and like all the mimosas in the house.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see you order your syrup in goblets from a place. Because our breakfast spot, I would love to see you walk in there and be like, yeah, can I get this in a goblet, please?
Yeah, I just need all the syrup in the house. Basically that. I know a lot of people out there are waffle fanatics.
I've never...
I mean, waffles are good. They're okay when they're made right and they're served alongside other things that complement the waffle flavor.
waffles made right is kind of an oxymoron.
Chicken and waffles is good.
Yeah.
If you've never had chicken and waffles,
As a black person,
have that.
I can say chicken and waffles.
it's
It's
fan-fucking-tastic.
true. There's a reason that black
it's
people
that
like
it's
it.
that sweet and savory thing going on.
Absolutely. You get a little sour cream in there. You get that sweet savory and
Hell
sour.
yeah,
Maybe
dude.
some ranch. You're good to go.
You know? But when it comes to breakfast food, man, I will just pack that shit away.
Yeah.
But when it comes to dinner time, though, that's a whole nother story.
I mean, you're kind of like the dinner king, from my understanding. Like you pull out the bells and whistles. Like we're kind of opposites in that sense. Like breakfast is like my time to shine. I love making breakfast, but when it comes to dinner, I'm like, I'll throw this burrito in the microwave and just hope for the best. But you're like, no, I'm braising this chicken and I'm
Yeah.
roasting it and I've got this whole thing going on.
Last fancy dinner I made, or fancy, I should say, quote unquote.
Well, because you like go down to the farmer's market and you get
Yeah.
like carrots and all
Go
that
down
shit.
to the farmer's market. You pick up fresh carrots, fresh produce. There's usually the butcher. They're there every other week. They got like their fresh kill from their farm. You know, they round up the hens and the ducks. The last time I went, I got a chicken. It was killed not more than 6 hours before I bought it.
Murdered.
But it was fresh, tasted great.
Now we're going to get PETA hating our podcast.
Fuck PETA, man. PETA sucks dick anyway. But yeah, you know, you lightly saute the bird first in a pan.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it, you know, dry, just to get a coat on the bird,
Yeah.
on the skin. Rub it down in olive oil, and then what I do is I pick up the skin off the meat from the bird,
Mm-hmm.
and you put some pads of butter under the skin, right?
Right on. Okay.
Under the skin. Put it in a pan,
Yeah.
a deep pan. Fill up the base a little bit. You know, I'd say about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of like chicken broth.
Mm-hmm.
Saute some onions. Throw those in there. Get the carrots. Get in potatoes. Whatever other vegetables you enjoy
Some
that
peppers.
can withstand heat for
Yeah.
a long period of time, because they're going to be cooking along with this bird. And then if you want, I don't like to. Some people like to stuff the chicken with, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Usually if I do that, I'll just stuff it with like onions and carrots, something that I can pull out and enjoy
Yeah.
that won't take away from the moisture of
Yeah.
the chicken. But you do that and, you know, toast up some bread, make it in house. It's phenomenal, dude. When, like you said, when it comes to dinner time, I pull out all the stops.
Yeah. If only
But
we
for
were
breakfast, I'm lazy as shit.
roommates.
My girlfriend usually makes breakfast, or I just don't eat it. I'll have a
Yeah.
cup of coffee and then suffer through horrible stomach pains from just having coffee for breakfast. But that's about it. I'm glad we actually got to talk about
Food. Yeah.
food and, you know, our
Cooking.
personal life here.
Yeah. I
for a
wish
second.
it'd be kind of cool if we were roommates, because then like I could handle breakfast and you could handle dinner.
Yeah.
We'd have that nice kind of yin and yang going on. The only issue we'd have ever figuring out is lunch.
Yeah, I'm lunch, you know,
Lunch
that's
is easy enough. You
dude,
just
lunch.
throw grilled cheese on and you're
I
good
think-
to go.
Okay, so the weirdest thing for lunch, I think right now
Yeah.
that I've done so far is I got a pot pie.
Okay.
It was a chicken pot pie.
Okay.
It was fully cooked. It wasn't frozen. It wasn't anything. It was just refrigerated.
Yeah.
So it was just cold.
Okay.
It was fully cooked, ready to eat.
Said
Most
to heat it up.
normal people would pop it in a microwave or into an oven, you know,
Yeah.
warm it and enjoy it with a knife and a fork. I like to eat them like a sandwich. You know, you grab this thing, it's a cold pot pie, and when you hold it, you can hold it in your hand,
Yeah.
and you can eat it just like a
That's
sandwich.
too much of a balancing act, I would
No
think.
way, dude. It balances so well because it's so circular,
Yeah.
and you bite into it, and the filling just kind of falls back to the back end where your hand is, and
That actually sounds smart, because I have
you
this
can
issue
eat
when
it like a sandwich.
when I eat sandwiches. The way that I hold it and eat it, I guess, it pushes everything out of the sides. So I'll be eating a sandwich, and then like the onions and the tomatoes will be like starting to fall out of at the end.
Yeah, you get that blowout,
Yeah, so maybe I need to start getting on my pot pie game.
dude. I mean,
Just make
Some-
home pot pie, like make pot pies that should be eaten cold, and then just like take them with you, and you can just eat them. Maybe that's like the next burrito.
yeah, pot pies, dude. I eat pot pies like sandwiches. I don't know what okay. So here's a I mean,
We're just not gonna talk about anything else. This is
yeah,
just the
fuck
food.
everything else. We're talking. This is the food. We dish about anything and everything that is food.
Yeah,
here at Dish
apparently.
Gods. So Max,
Okay.
what is the weirdest thing? What is your food like that people look at you and they're like, "Oh, fucking seriously, dude?"
Well, you shame me for ranch,
Well,
because I'll
that's
put
just
ranch,
because ranch
on
is
like
gross.
anything.
Well, I mean, ranch. Okay, we've been here. Ranch has its time and its place. I don't not care for it.
Yeah.
I will have it, but it needs its time and its place.
Yeah. We won't get in the whole ranch thing. With
But
something.
What is a food or like a habit that you have when you're eating that someone has called you out on, where they're like, "Oh, fucking A, dude. Like, really? Like, are you a loud eater?"
I'm a slow eater.
A slow eater.
I've gotten complaints from both my family and
Are they like, Max, hurry up, we're about to have dessert, and you're like still getting through your fucking appetizer?
Pretty much. Like, well, we don't go out to eat. I've probably been out to eat less than 20 times in my whole life.
You don't make appetizers at home? Oh, fuck.
No, we have 3-course meals, and then that's it. Sometimes. Other times my dad just fries up hot dogs and throws them at us.
Hey, that's delicious, by the way.
Yeah, no, I don't really like do a lot of weird stuff, I don't think. I eat slow. I just like to savor it, and I wasn't in the type of I had sisters, so I didn't have to like fight for food. It was always like my parents were like, here's 4 plates, go fuck yourselves. Like, that's your food. We didn't have like the communal roles and pass this, pass that. It was just like, here's your plate, fuck off. It was basically like eating TV dinners. I mean, that sounds insulting. It's meant to be. So we didn't have to like fight over food, but I'm a slow eater. I like to kind of just experience my food. I like to have conversations when I'm eating dinner with people, so I talk a lot. I think that contributed to it, but it's just like I can take 15 minutes and just work on some rice and just like enjoy that and then move on to my chicken. And I like to I'll mix sometimes, but it's all about just that slow kind of dive into my food and really taking note of the experience and really enjoying each and every bite. And like, cause I'm never hungry. I'm never like, I gotta eat. So it's like, I'm never like, I have to put it in my mouth. It's always just like, all right, I guess technically I have to eat or I'll die. So here we go. And then I'll just like eat and I'll be like, all right, this is good. Thank you, Mother Earth, for providing me with the opportunity to devour this beautiful salad. I'm a very spiritual eater, I guess. I'm not a slow eater. I'm a spiritual eater. How about you?
Dude, I gotta say, I am the exact opposite. I mean, I'm not wolfing it down, but yeah, dude, I eat like I got somewhere to go.
Yeah.
I'll take a lunch break. Usually my lunch break is about, almost an hour. And most normal people, they get their food and like sit down, and it would take about, in an hour lunch break, they would take about 20 minutes to eat their food.
Yeah.
It's about average. I will eat my meal within less than 5 to 10 minutes and then have the next 45 to just suffer in agony because my stomach is so bloated. But no, it's not really like that. I mean, it is, but I'm not in agony.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't. I mean, I will pretty much anything.
Is there anything that you get like shamed for, or anything that people kind of view as abnormal? That's like you eat fast? Eating fast. Weird.
But it's just not, I just don't notice it.
Yeah.
Because
you're too busy eating.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's just, I go. And it's weird because I'm missing like 4 teeth too. So it's like I'm not even chewing half of my food. It's just
inhaling it.
It's just right down, It just
pieces
just
of
goes.
pot pie are just flying down your gullet.
It's like I would be better off if I could just take all my breakfast, my lunch. I need a magic bullet for the car.
I was just gonna say you should just puree.
I'm just gonna puree all my food and just drink it.
Put that in a pot pie.
Dude, I like that. But
I have a friend who they make sandwiches for their job, and they were talking about, for like special sandwiches and whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, we should make one sandwich, puree that, and then use that as a condiment, as like a spread on another sandwich.
That could get raunchy real quick.
Like, that's a dangerous game you're playing. Like you got to do like, okay, here's a ham and cheese sandwich. We pureed that, and that's going on the sandwich. You can't get real funky with that first sandwich that you
That
pureed.
might be good on a grilled cheese, though.
Yeah,
if you had a pureed ham and cheese on a grilled cheese.
Yeah, that could be good.
That might be good.
It might be. It's a slippery slope. It's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah, very dangerous.
It could go one way. It could go the other. There's no way to know. But I think that's our time.
Yeah, dude, I'm so glad this this half of the episode, and actually all of this episode, we didn't talk about
Anything bad?
anything bad.
We had a Trump tweet, but
one baby hands tweet,
yeah.
but it wasn't anything bad. We didn't talk politics. We didn't talk war. We didn't do any of that.
This was a nice chill episode.
Nice chill episode. We talked about food and comic books.
Yeah, this was a dope episode. If you liked it, please let us know. You can hit us up on Twitter at DishGods, or you can drop us a line at our email, which is dishgodshow@gmail.com. You can also find us on our website at dishgodscast.com. We love to hear from our fans. Just tell us anything you want, and if it's good, we'll read it on the show. Keep it short, keep it sweet, but we'd love to hear from you. Big thank you to Shotgun Kitchen for sponsoring this show and many others, and for the use of their song Certified Dumbfuck off their album White Trash Soul. You can find them on Reverb Nation, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and Facebook. Please go tell them we sent you. Say hi, and I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, actually, if you would like to advertise with us, our ad spots start at only $5.
Yeah.
They're very cheap, very affordable.
Very good.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't have anything to say for your product, let us handle that for you.
Yeah.
And we can take care of that for you.
If you have a shout out to give to somebody too.
If you got a shout out, you want to tell your grandmother happy birthday.
You want to tell your grandmother to go fuck herself.
Yeah, or you want to tell your ex to go fuck yourselves. Or hey, if you don't like us and you want to tell us to go fuck ourselves,
Yeah, you can pay us money and we'll tell ourselves to go fuck ourselves.
we'll do that for $5.
Yeah, so just drop us a line at dishgodshow@gmail.com and we would love to hear from you. But big thank you to everybody for listening. Big thank you to Shotgun Kitchen for sponsoring the show.
And again, if you're new to the show, welcome.
Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.